Hell yeah. It's time for more Vampire. Hail and good evening. Welcome everybody. Time to continue haunting the nights of Los Angeles, Santa Monica. And we have reached a notorious section of the game and one of my favorites, the Ocean House Hotel. So the mission was, there is some kind of ghost or spirit here, and we need to find a personal item of the spirit and give to our employer so she can have the spirit exorcised. Simple enough, right? A nice looking hotel, a nice looking building, nice and roomy. Seem to remember there being something in this shack. Aha! Key to the front door. Wait, what happened? Oh, the Bobcat drove into the shack. There's nobody in it. The spooks have begun. Nothing else out here, I think. Hey, Aurelia. So the whole deal with this is basically Therese Vorman has bought into this old hotel and wants to, I don't remember if she wants to renovate it or she wants to tear it down and build something else. But this spirit is getting in the way of her business venture. The lobby. Yep, something is definitely going on here. Oh shit! There was a guy over there. See that? Ow! What the fuck? Something just flew at me. Vase, I think. No. Ah! He's watching. Ow! Now the vase flew at me. God damn it. Elevator here. To be out of order. Flying at me! Fuck! Couldn't dodge quick enough. Oh! Not sure what happened there. Well, the power isn't completely out because those lamps are on. A hellish light in the elevator shaft. Ah! So bad at dodging these. Looks like there's nothing down here on the ground floor. Gonna check upstairs. Down on me. Oh, it's gonna try. Ow. I'm at half health. Jeez. Take a moment here to let our health regenerate a little bit before we move on. I would use blood heal, but frankly, I want to conserve my blood. Alright, that's a bit better. Let's head up here. Whoa! Okay. I guess this place really does need renovations. The stairs weren't safe. Status. Maybe there's some way here to switch the power on. This... 8. I can't pick that even with blood buff. Whoa! What was she fleeing from? Question. Let's see where she fled to. What is that? No. Oh no. Hold on. Alright, back. At a little bit of a scare. For those that don't know, Trinity is an arachnophobe. She is very uncomfortable around spiders. Normally, she handles it pretty calmly, but it's very unpleasant when you suddenly discover a spider crawling on you. So, I just had to go through the couch and make sure. But it's all settled now, so everything should. Hail and good evening, Sachiko. It's going pretty well. We haven't gotten very far yet. We are exploring the basement of the in-house hotel. Hotel Hell. Child's severed head found in hotel laundry room. Charming. Doors open. Afraid of those paint cans jumping. Anything else in here? Oh, seems. Where this leads. Out here. Okay. That's one path. Explore. Now let's go down here and see if maybe we can see what she was running from. Oh, there is the laundry room. Child's severed head was found. Oh. One of the washers or dryers. I think these are dryers. Keys to the boiler room. Jeez. Stress. I mean, I can continue here, but I want to go back and here. Oh, that's the boiler room. Okay, I think I've kind of mapped out the whole area now. Off to the boiler room we go. Save here, because I remember something about scalding steam could potentially kill me. See a dude with an axe. Scared of him. Gone. This is really nice, atmospheric and moody. Here. Now the power's on. Probably switch this back off, really. Ow. In there without getting scalded. Okay, that went better than expected. Excellent spooky music. Okay, so I guess the elevator should be running now so we can get back up. Watching this, but also gaming Malifaux. Okay! Well, good. Best of luck with your game of Malifaux. On. Oh, this is not a terrible idea. Oh, shit. Check down here first, though. Creepy noises. I don't quite know what's going on. Hen. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I don't see how you're ever going to have a character at this point in the game who can swing that. Oh, I guess it was for me. I think this staircase will break as well. Ah. Another body. Police say second child was chopped up like firewood. They're here. Service. Welcome. Toys. What a lovely family picture. See a lot of things that can be flung at me. Ow. Stairs? That? So the key to the upstairs, do I use that on the elevator I couldn't get into before? In the other elevator, perhaps. Oh, I use it in the locked door, of course. Duh. Oh, she wants me to go in there as well. Ow. Stop that. Ooh. So either this is scorched by fire, or this is one of the nastiest cases of mold I've ever seen. If it's mold, I'm frankly glad that as a vampire I don't have to breathe. Sure, let's go to the bar. I have a bad feeling about all these bottles. News clip. We got murder-suicide. Ocean House killer possibly responsible for Inferno. Is that a dumbwaiter? Sure. What could possibly go wrong crawling in here? It's kitchen. Diary. So many things can be. Diary. It's not that diary. Go. This is the charred remains of what looks like a diary. May 30th, 1958. Just arrived here at the Ocean House. We have a week-long holiday here in Santa Monica, and Ed has booked us a room for the hotel's grand opening. It's a wonderful place, almost magical. The children have been swimming all afternoon. May 31st, 1958. The first 2 days have been almost perfect, except that Ed can't seem to stop asking about the locket I received from my mother. He seems to think it was sent to me by some other admirer. Ed can be sweet, but sometimes his jealousy can get the better of him. Hopefully, he'll feel better tomorrow. June 1st. Sun is out today, not a cloud in the sky. Ed seems a little on edge, keep guessing as to who my new boyfriend is. Silly Ed. June 3rd. There was a picnic for the hotel guests this morning. Quite a grand affair. Ed is in a dark mood. I don't know what I can do to reassure him that he is my one and only love. The only time he seemed to brighten up was when he was speaking with the groundskeeper. Boys and their tools. 4th. Only have 2 days left, and thank God we're finally going home. Ed won't speak to me or the children, and I've found him more than once in the bathroom holding the locket and staring at it. I'm afraid he's suffered some sort of breakdown. I told him we can go home, but he just shakes his head. He won't look at me. I just want to go home. June 5th. Ed left early this morning, and I haven't seen him since. If I haven't seen him in another hour, I'm going to call the hotel manager. Against my better wishes, Ed Jr. went to look for him downstairs in the basement. I'm going to send Tiffany down to fetch him if... Wait! Someone is knocking at the door. Oh my God! Ed, covered in blood, coming to kill me! Lock myself in the bathroom. He's gone crazy. He keeps shouting we'll be together forever and he'll never let me go. Someone please help. Okay, I have a problem with this. It's useful as a storytelling tool, but this whole last paragraph, there is no way, to my mind, someone in that situation would sit down and write that. Maybe if the situation passed and she had some time to gather her senses, she would write it. But in the situation where he's hammering on the door, shouting at her, I don't think she's gonna sit down and continue to write in her diary. I don't know, it doesn't seem plausible to me. Just not going to stop? I'll try to get to the next room. Yeah, something like that, but I don't even... I'm pretty sure she's not even a vampire or anything. That was just the diary of a normal human lady who unfortunately was killed here at Ocean House. To the vents we go. We're no strangers to vents.
Be careful. Keep looking.
Elevator shaft section of the game. That's very comforting. Oh, a fire axe. That for something, I'm sure. Ugh. Platforming. Okay. I think this is another good time to save. Oh. Hear it. Music box playing very nice and eerie. Oh, and now it shut off. Beautiful. Beautiful, soft little touches. Whoa! Not gonna hurt you. Ow. God, caught me right in the face. Food delivered today. Forgot to check your stuff. Oh no. Green, you got white. So the white are the 0-calorie ones, right? I've not tasted those myself, but I've actually heard good things. I've heard they're fine. So what was the point of going in here? White monsters even remotely similar? And talk bad about them? And they're not even, not only are they both an energy drink, they're the same brand. So it's like, oh, you want Monster Energy? We don't have this Monster Energy. We do have this Monster Energy. Here, have this Monster Energy. I see the logic. I wouldn't want the replacement either. I would want to, honestly, I'd rather have the money refunded and not get the monsters, and then I just source my monsters from somewhere else. Climbing here. Yeah, exactly, Astrith. Or Aurelia. Oh, you wanted Haribo candies? Well, here's some Haribo candies. Gummies. Those are the kind of replacements they'll make. Oh, now the wall's on fire. Curious to walk into it to see if it burns, but I'm not gonna. Oh. So I'm gonna try not to, because now everything is catching fire. Am I supposed to get something here? Guess not. Go down there? Oh, I'm definitely supposed to go down there. Ah! Ow! Ooh. Ordered bananas and got apples instead. Well, that's the thing, Aurelia. In this case, you checked, or rather forgot to uncheck, a box that lets them make that replacement. So you've agreed to them doing that in that case. Otherwise, they're not allowed to do it. It's not something they can just do willy-nilly. Argue the case it's not a similar product. You'd probably have to take that all the way to court. Good luck with that. I'm sure there's a terms of service or something similar somewhere that delineates what is and isn't a similar product. And I'm quite sure they have their definitions set up to the point where you'd lose. Because companies generally have their ass covered. But yeah, try it. Good luck. Alright, we got the pendant. I guess now we just need to get out of here. That wasn't so bad. I guess it's a little less spooky when you've done it before. And again, we're not out yet. Stuff can still happen. Don't charge you extra? No, I don't think they do either. I'm supposed to go down here? Let's see what's up here. Who's clipping? Murders unsolved. Mother or father could have been Ocean House Killer, but we know who it was. Climbing down. Got in. It's good enough for how we get up. Source letters. Ugh. Here's for a couple of those. Oh, that's pretty shitty, Demonia. Definitely not a fan of them being allowed to do that. If they make any replacements, it should be on their own dime. Definitely. How do I get back down? You just jump off. Go down the other stair. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, That's Ocean House Hotel. Took about half an hour. And it is a notorious section of the game, and I know at least one person who stopped playing the game because they found it too spooky. In fact, I've heard it's so notorious that there's actually a console command to skip it. Welcome back, Sahel. How's the pizza doing? Done? That's good news. What kind of pizza is it? Okay, where did this put me? Okay, I know where I am. I guess we go straight and hand over the necklace. We have XP now.
Your last hours.
Dr. Ham and cheese. Classic. I wonder how many of these are real bands. Any.
Something else you'd eat, beautiful?
What do you know about Therese and Jeanette?
They cut me a check every 2 weeks. End of discussion.
Alright, got it. Let's head on up. I'm sure Therese will be thrilled that I got what she asked for. Kind of vibrating. After things vibrating and flying at my face in the ocean house, that actually made me a little paranoid for a moment. Hey, let me out! Let me out! Hey, lesson learned, don't loiter in the elevator. Oh no. It's gonna be trouble.
How odd. I was just having naughty thoughts about you. You made quite an impression earlier. Did you come up just to cheer lonely little me?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I did. I couldn't stop thinking about you.
Really? Do I often pogo stick through your thoughts wearing nothing but a smile? Be honest. Or don't.
All the time, Jeanette. What do I do in your thoughts?
What all swayed kittens do. On hands and knees, you lap up the milk of me. And we purr, kitten, like dragonflies buzzing around frog bellies. So, Therese told me you might be back with something for her. Do you have it with you?
I do, but I'm not giving it to anyone but Therese.
I'm not just some silly doll, you know. All my life, my sisters made me out to be a joke. She told you I was an embarrassment, didn't she? That I couldn't tie my shoes, let alone hold on to something for her. Is that it?
No, please calm down.
She's always belittling me. She's the smart one. She's the favorite. She's the successful one. Well, it's not fair. I'm not a fool. This club's success is just as much my doing as it is hers.
Again, great voice acting. I understand, but I still can't give it to you.
Do you understand what it's like to have your own flesh and blood ripping you apart on a daily basis for 2 lifetimes? Can you?
Sorry to hear that, but I really need to give it to Therese.
Fine, you hold on to it. Since you were so willing to brave that big spooky place for my darling sister, how about doing a teensy tiny favor for little troubled me?
Now that I could do. What would put a smile on that face?
Do you know Gallery Noir down the street? I happen to know there's a charity event being organized there. Lots of influential Santa Monicans slithering in for token appearances. But there's one thing they don't know. The whole event's been set up by a kindred trying to establish their own power clique in our city. And we can't let that happen, can we? So I need some brilliant young upstart to spoil the milk.
For you, anything.
I promise this won't take long. Take this knife. Give the paintings in the gallery a good slashing. Don't get caught, and don't turn it into a massacre. And steal the charity box, would you? Buy yourself something velvet.
Alright, I'll do that.
I'm sure Therese will be thrilled to honor your agreement when you get back. But in the meantime, get to the museum and ruin those paintings. Then pay me a visit. I want to hear all about it. Hurry up. I can only amuse myself for so long.
I'd never intentionally keep you waiting.
Oh, and there was something about the paintings. What was it? I can't remember. Oh well, have fun, Duckling.
I will. That package contains so much crazy. Well, you know, we shouldn't judge and all that. Oh no, I have no reflection. It's almost like I'm a vampire or something. That or they just didn't want to code in reflections. I wonder which it is. I wonder if there's ever a point in the game where you see a non-vampire next to a mirror so you can see if they have reflections. Because if they did the work to give everybody but the vampires reflections, that would be great. Of course, it doesn't conform to standard Vampire the Masquerade lore, in which only the La Sombra clan have no reflections, but it would still be pretty cool. Yeah, it is. That's their clan flaw, that they don't have reflections. But maybe they decided for the video game to go past that just because it's a standard common vampire trope. I don't know. Honestly, I think the real matter is that it was too much hassle to code in reflections, so nobody has reflections. I think that's what it actually is. Let's have a look here. Smash the paintings. Tongue. Go talk to E. I'll go talk to E for now. Going longest possible way to get there, but oh look, it's Officer Chunk. Have a look at that 20 list. 3. When's This guy.
Brought my Lily back. She told me all about what happened. I don't know why you helped us, but your blood's worth bottling. I'll never let her go again. Thank you.
You're welcome, E. Keep her safe.
Gonna be getting out of LA soon. Too dangerous here. Rosa told us something big's about to happen, and I don't want to be here when the jack comes out of the box. Take that for what you will.
Out of the box, I don't sound of that. Let's see if there's some cash for it.
You might have saved me, but I can't look at you. To think anyone could be so compassionless, so heartless.
Yeah, I'm not the one that tore out that guy's throat with my teeth.
You might have saved me, but I can't look at you. To think anyone could be so compassionless, so heartless.
Me money.
But I told you, I don't have any money. I don't have anything to give you. Why are you doing this to me?
Money? That's a shame.
I'll never forget this night.
Oh well. Guess this one's a freebie then. Six experience points. Good up all specs. Perception. So inclusion. Intelligence to search and intimidate. Using that all. Oh, since that's my combat right. So purity, so that gives me 4 in lockpicking, which means I can swing it to 6 with a blood buff. I feel like that's a level for now. So go up some painting. Too hard? So saved since X. Galerie Noire. It's not gonna happen.
Hey, hold on a minute there. I'm afraid you are committing a 351. That's trespassing on private property. I'm gonna have to ask that you vacate the premises immediately, or I'm afraid I'll be forced to radio this in.
Well, time to work our magic. Wow, the way you say that, it was so commanding.
Well, Missy, that's just a natural response that people have to someone in my kind of position. The risk, the prestige, the authority. It's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it.
Wanna know a secret? Power is a real turn on to me.
Yeah, you know, you'd be surprised how often I hear that in this line of work. It's the uniform, you know. Women just can't get over the uniform.
Oh, don't stop talking.
Well, yeah. Unfortunately, if I continue to engage you in conversation, it's a violation of Code 613.
How about we get to know each other better right now? Stinking. do, however, is key. Bye. Cain cursed by God. Cain slays Lilith. Cain slays Abel. Spurns Lilith. Okay. I'm gonna do them in chronological order. Oh no! Oh, I can. Hold on. Fuck you. Ow, that did some damage. Well, I guess I can just front door since I have the key. Yeah, it's not just the amount of damage it did, but the fact that it's marked as red in my, or sorry, it's yellow in my health bar, means it is aggravated damage, which takes a lot longer to heal, and I can't heal it with a blood heal. Excuse me, would you like to donate some blood?
Tow truck. I've suddenly got the urge to walk down that dark and foreboding alley over there. Care to join me?
Eating seems to get rid of it real nicely, though. Let's go talk to Jeanette. Although with my luck, it'll be Therese who's there now. Oh, Aaron. Not quite sure how to pronounce that. Oron? Either way, hail and welcome. Hope you're doing well tonight.
You. What were you thinking?
About?
The museum. That was my event. Did you think I wouldn't find out?
Wait.
Shut up. I thought I could control my sister as long as Tongue was out of the picture, but nothing's changed. I should have expected that you'd succumb to Jeanette's influence like all the others, but how dare you! Don't lie to me! Jeanette already confessed she tricked you into doing it. It was probably all Tongue's idea. I'll deal with them later. But that's still no excuse for you ruining my museum.
I swear I didn't do it. I even brought you the item from the Ocean House and a diary from there.
Excellent. I'll take that. However, Jeanette claimed you did it for her. But let's say I believe you. After all, you've acted decently and rationally up to now. I imagine you'd still like me to call off the feud.
Yes.
There's only one problem. If Tongue gets word that I threatened Jeanette, which he most certainly already has, it's not likely he'll believe me. So, in order to call off the feud, you're going to have to convince Jeanette to forgive me first.
Alright. Let's do a bit of bootlicking. Santa Monica's most powerful kindred, I'd be happy to.
I made some threats against my sister. Idle threats, involving fire and her impious satin sheets. She took them quite seriously, and is avoiding me. I want to meet with her, and explain that they were said in the heat of the moment. I asked her to meet me at the Surfside Diner, to reconcile, but I'm busy with the club and my other endeavors. I'd like you to go to the diner and promise her that I don't plan to take any action against her. Wait for her in the back booth, near the phones.
Alright, if the Baron of Santa Monica wants her sister back, I will get her sister
For
back.
all her unwholesome diversions and irritating disruptions, I should be less tolerant of her. She is my sister, however, and I suppose I'm obligated to forgive her her trespasses. I did sire her, after all. Please, be quick about it.
Alright. Room is still kind of creepy. What's up here? Oh, I like your outfit.
Hey, girl.
Hey, Knox, what's going on?
Yeah, not much. I'm just waiting around for my master.
The master you shouldn't talk about?
Okay. I guess I can tell you about it. Oh man, his name's Bertram Tongue. He's a Nosferatu.
Do you know where he is?
Oh man, I wish I knew where he was. I'm getting antsy waiting around for him. I need to tell him some stuff, you know? I don't know where he is or stays or anything. Oh man, whenever he needs me, just, you know, appears.
You need to tell him.
Oh man, wow. Bertram had me keeping an eye on this guy. This Asian dude who's been poking around Santa Monica. Bertram thought he might be a vampire or something like a vampire. I don't know.
Tell me about this Asian dude.
Oh man, this guy, this thing got wise to me. Now instead of me watching him, he's watching me, you know? I see this guy appear around me all the time, like up in the distance watching me warp up next to me. Oh man,
You're unnerving.
freaking me out. I know this thing is totally toying with me. I want to put a bullet in his head, and who knows if that'll do anything. So I was waiting till I talked to Bertram, but hell if I know where he disappeared to. It's messed up.
Does appear to be that way, Knox.
Look, I didn't want to ask you, but since you're a kick-ass vampire and I'm just a lowly ghoul, would you mind getting rid of this thing?
Care to make it worth my while?
Come on, girl. What could I possibly have that a frickin' vampire would want? When I hear from Bertram, I'll let him know you're looking for him. How's that? Come on, hon.
I can look into it.
Hell yeah! Right on! Okay, like I said, he's some kind of Asian vampire thing, you know? The only clue I got is this driver's license that he dropped once while I was tailing him. I've been so freaked out that I haven't even had a chance to check it out. No, the picture on the license isn't him. I don't know why he had it, but, well, it might help you find out where he is and what he's doing. Here, take it. Right on! Just come back and let me know the job's done so I can stop freaking out. Oh, man. Maybe I'll see Bertram by then.
Alright, see ya. What's this driver's license? Go. Virgil Crumb. That name sounds familiar. I think maybe he was in Kilpatrick's Computer. Okay. Is that how... I haven't gone to a club in a long time. Is that how people in clubs behave? Walk up to a stranger right in their face and go, not interested? Oh, Jesus.
Sheesh, is this place always so dead?
I'm here now, so the party has officially started.
Really? And what are you bringing to the party, huh? Got anything I can't get out in Arizona? Everyone at this place is so straight edge.
Drugs? I don't need drugs, but I can share my ecstasy with you.
Now you've got me curious.
Come here and I'll show you why it killed the cat.
It's a long time until sunrise. Wanna come play with me?
Yeah, doesn't even have that good blood. Bye. Well, I can always come back and feed on her again later. But I'd rather feed on her. Anyway, have a meeting. Jeanette. Save again.
Hey, where you going, man?
Important to you and your conspicuous friends. Or shall I call the cops before something happens?
I'll let you go this time, man.
Alright. That gave me 2 XP. Okay. Phone is ringing. Oh?
I'm terribly sorry about that. My sister was just furious about your refusal to take part in her design, so she sent those men to kill you. I'm going to make sure it never happens again. Drop by. We'll take care of this kind of business. She's crazy! Help!
I seem to remember last time I played this, these guys attacking me. So I guess I was able to talk them out of it. I guess it really pays to be convincing. Renan Andrade, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Anderson's Army.
You. I'm really sorry it had to end this way. I truly am. You seemed promising, but you've been tainted by the stink of my sister's schemes. And now I'm going to make sure she never double-crosses me again. Don't listen to her. She'll kill us both. Save me and I'll help you find Bertram. I swear. Shut up, Jeanette. I warned you to stay away from Tung. He's turned you against me. I always looked out for you, but you couldn't stand my success. You had to meddle, didn't you? I didn't want it to end like this, but you forced me. I wasn't sticking my fingers in anyone's pie, dear sister. Of course you weren't. Just like you weren't working with him. Is it any different than the way you treated Father? Father? Oh, Therese. You poor deluded dear. I treated Father exactly the way he deserved to be treated. And he treated you like a... You don't say a word about Father. Your heart still belongs to Daddy after all these years, eh, sister? At least he loved me. You take that back, you bitch! You never gave me any credit for anything, Therese. I was the one calling the shots. Bertram was dancing on my leash. How does it feel to know that I beat you?
Yep. I really love this twist. I've played this before, so it wasn't a surprise, but I love it. Why are you both fighting?
Isn't it obvious? I'm about to rid the night of this deviant, backstabbing whore. Do you realize that despite her condition, she still fornicates with kind, no less? So despicable. So unclean. You're one to talk, dear sister. Or should I say daddy's little girl? Do you want to know just how depraved the Baron of Santa Monica can be? Shut up, Jeanette. You'd love the world to think you're a saint. When you thought I was asleep, I used to hear Father come in at night. I heard him whisper how much he loved you in your ear before he... Don't finish that sentence, or you're dead.
Both of you, stop.
Don't you want to hear what happened? How she became the pillar of the community she is today? Shut up. Just shut up!
Stop it right now, both of you.
Don't try and stop me. I've had to overlook her treachery, her seduction, relations with my enemies, and the consequences of it. But I won't endure her any longer. Endure me? Dear sister, you've done everything you could to smother me. You love to bury me in your closet, along with all your other skeletons. I'm the good girl. You're the wicked one. You've done nothing but plot against me, when I had our best interests at heart. And despite that, I've always covered up your mistakes. I've taken care of you. And this is how you repay me? Taken care of me. You've done nothing but keep me down, blame me for every mistake. Did you expect me to let you rule my life until the end of time? No, sister. You've had it coming since our last sunrise. Is that right, dear? If it wasn't for me, you would have never survived this long. Remember? They tried to separate us, but I refused. I chose this life and brought you into it so that we could stay together. Obviously, you've forgotten.
If you both want to continue to exist, you're going to have to live with each other.
She's a control freak. People, things, emotions. If she can't control something, she gets rid of it. And you're a wild animal. You'll rub up against anything that'll take you in for the night. Then when you're stuffed and bored, you bite the hand that fed you.
You know, both of you have been working against the other. Together, you'd be a power.
I don't think that's possible. How could I ever think to trust her again? Trust me? Who could trust you after what happened with Father Dearest? Father loved me. I was a good girl. I always did what I was told. You always hated that he loved me. You disobeyed him. You brought men home when he wasn't there. You were an awful daughter to him.
It's all in the past. Forget about it.
Father came home drunk one day and mistook me for Therese. Because I'd fallen asleep in her bed. Don't listen to her. She's lying. Therese walked in while he was there, and she saw me lying with him, and so she went to the closet and pulled out his hunting shotgun, loaded it with deer shot, and blew his mind out all over the silly clown wallpaper. That's a lie. Father killed himself because of Jeanette. She made him miserable. As I recall, he died with a smile on his face.
Yeah, move on.
Why? How will this time be any different?
Think of how powerful you could be if you worked together.
Therese doesn't like to share. Jeanette's irresponsible. She's undependable. A venture like mine requires class and distinction, which is something a pigtailed, face-painting harlot does not lend very well. You do have a way with words, sister. You're right. I'm not in the same class, am I? I mean, murderers are so respectful these days.
Jeanette, stop sabotaging your sister's plans.
But I only do it for attention and out of love. You do it because you're vindictive and jealous, and you deserve it.
Therese, let Jeanette have more responsibility.
More responsibility? So that she can ruin every opportunity I give her? Of course. You're the only one who can secure zoning permits and shake hands. I'd never be able to keep up.
Alright, if you call a truce and run this place equally, there's no need to kill each other. I was gonna be a seductive vampire. I feel like I've been relegated to psychiatrist.
If she would stop treating me like a child. If she would start behaving like a rational adult.
Both must have gotten along at one time.
Yes, there was a time. When I was a child, I didn't have many friends. I suppose Jeanette was the only one. We never did get to go out of the house much. Father wouldn't allow us. He said we'd get hurt, so we stayed inside and we imagined our own worlds. And we spent so much time there together, ruling over those places. Those were happier times, before we grew apart.
You don't really want to kill each other, do you?
I never did. No, I guess I don't. Jeanette, if I were to offer you equal control in Santa Monica, would you quit consorting with Tongue? I'll stop working against you with him. But since I've got him in my pocket already, there's no reason for me not to pay him a little visit once in a while, when he can be of use. That's not a bad plan. There's just one more thing. I want to be in charge of Santa Monica, but only publicly. I want you to continue to convince others that our relations are strained. That way, we know who our enemies are. I agree.
Alright, give me the gun, Therese.
Take it. I'd hate to look at it again and think of what almost transpired. I suppose now that Jeanette and I have settled our differences, I'll call off the feud with Tongue. Bertram's hiding in an empty oil tank at the old gas station. I'll tell him to expect a visitor, and I'll ask him to be extra nice.
Thank you, and goodbye.
Please give Santa Monica's regards to the prince, and keep your tongue tied about what happened tonight, or we'll have to kill you.
I feel like I came out of that well. I'd like to stay on their good side. How many XP did I end up? Oh, holy shit! I have 15 XP. Jesus. I'm gonna go ahead and put another point in presence. So I feel like presence is really strong. Good sides, plural. Good point, Anxious Simp. Good point. I think I want another point of stamina. Get just a little bit tougher. Go! And save. Alright, this is going really well. I want to check out this, the Hunted Hunter, where I continue the main thing. The name again? Virgil Crumb. Virgil Crumb. Now, I think he's gonna be in the computer in here, if I remember right.
Hey, Sugar. Great to see you again.
Here's about your business.
Bail bonding? What do you want to know?
You run this place?
Yep, sure do. I'm a third-generation bondsman. Got a few employees, but I handle most every aspect of the business.
See any employees, Arthur?
I gotta have a few other bondsmen to keep the place open 24 hours, plus a bounty hunter. I pull the graveyard shift because that's when all the crazy shit happens in Santa Monica.
Alright, fair enough. Santa Monica doesn't sound like a good place to be living.
Well, my business ain't bad, I can tell you that much. Santa Monica's gone downhill. Used to be pretty nice, I guess. We do a higher volume now than we did a few years ago, but we gotta deal with a lot more bail jumpers and crap like that.
Sounds like it's seen better days.
Hell yeah, I ain't complaining. I'm in a good position to watch it all just slide right down the tubes, you know what I mean?
Alright. Good talk.
Hello, L.A. You're up way past your bedtime, aren't you? Hope you've slipped into something comfortable.
Virgil Crumb, that would be in the 8F.
The dead of night. The only girl...
Crumb. Virgil.
Well,
2 counts public disturbance, drunk and nudity.
let's see.
Paid in full void.
Caller.
Corpse identified being held at the medical clinic morgue. Oh,
Vigo. So, Vigo.
dead. Okay. Well, I know how to get there. So let's pursue this avenue of investigation. God, I love this game. It's been like, for anyone who wasn't here for the first stream, I've played through most of this game before, but I think that was in something like 2014. I have not touched this game in so long, and it feels so good coming back to it. I remembered it fondly, but it is still way better than I remember. Yeah, going through the blood bank, if I remember right. Libbity, 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 libbity. Renan Andrade, I saw your follow earlier. That is quite the bunch of emotes there. But what do they mean? Oh, is that him right there? Mr. V. Crumb? What's wrong with your eyes? Game finished it 5 times. I've never finished it, but the one time I played through it, I got to like the end game, and then I kind of got stuck on a boss, and then I didn't make it all the way to the end. Oxy Boxes key, I'll take that. And a ring for selling. Sequel turned into Blood Hunt, buddy. I don't really know about the sequel. I heard that a sequel was being made, and then I haven't heard anything about it since. That's like a year or 2 ago. Anything here? Can I hack that? Got shelved. Aww. Sorry to hear that. Crumb B. Subject died from heart failure. Personal items in storage B. Well, that doesn't tell me much. Storage B is that. Alright, well, we have the key to Foxy Boxes, and I remember seeing that. That's like a storage unit. So what is Blood Hunt? Because this is the first I'm hearing about Blood Hunt, so tell me about this game, Blood Hunt.
What's the hops, bro?
Fortnite with... Oh god, really? Oh, that's like the worst thing they could have done with it. Really? We were going to get a sequel to this? And instead we get a fucking Battle Royale game? Wow. Welcome, Onyx Path. Welcome to my sadness. I am disappointed now. It's not bad. It is for me, though, because I don't like that kind of game. I like atmospheric, story-driven narratives. So it might be a good game, but it's not at all what I wanted. So I am sad. Song is more like this. Wasn't instead what was they done for a different team? Parallel? Okay. Well, in that case, I just don't care about Blood Hunt. It's not for me, it's not for me, that's fine. But I am definitely sad we don't get a sequel to this. Probably. Let's see what we can learn in here. Report. It probably wants a password. No. Oh shit. One at a time. Same universe. Well, I mean, yeah, they're all part of the World of Darkness, I'd assume. Initial observation of the city indicate that the Canaanites here scattered and unorganized. Dispute. Canaanite observation. This is someone spying on the vampires of the city. I didn't remember this. Bloodlines 2 is still in development. Deal with the hard suit lab attacks? I have no idea what that is. Made by a company that went bankrupt? Yes, Troika went bankrupt. I did hear about that. Curious fragile race. They waste the gift of their immortality on petty schemes and fleshly gain. Have little problems making the city our own. The soundtrack is great. If I had to pick one thing about this game that's the best, I mean, you have the atmosphere, the soundtrack, the characters. I think the writing. I think the one singular best part about this game is the voice acting. The voice acting in this game is 10 out of 10. Previous Bloodline 2, a lot of angry people yelling at them. Oh, I hadn't heard about any of that drama. I was really like, I heard that they were making a Bloodlines 2, then I was like, oh good, I'm happy, can't wait for that. And then I haven't kept up with it, because I figured at some point I would hear about it coming out. So I'm completely out of the loop regarding news. The 21st. Seems my presence here has been noted by one of the Canaanites, a Nosferatu, I believe they are called. He has been trusted the responsibility of my surveillance to a bumbling mortal fool. Begun to follow this so-called spy, a small, amusing respite from my usual duties. The final note. I've drawn the attention of a newcomer, an agent of the prince who has discovered the corpse of Virgil Crumb. Wow! I was looking at the corpse of Virgil Crumb 5 minutes ago. This guy works fast. I know very little about this individual, but they seem much more resourceful than most Canaanites I have observed. I prepare myself in the event that our paths cross, because an altercation seems imminent. If I do not survive, let my last report state that Santa Monica is ripe for the taking. We will find little resistance if we come in force. Better than intended. Taking. So what did happen to this? What is it, the usual where they were running out of time and money at the end and the publisher were pushing them to get it done? That's like what usually happens. Did I finish it? The game? No. No, I got to somewhere at the end, but I didn't actually finish it. Oh, hello. Ian. See if we can beat him up. He does have a sword. Where is he? Can't see shit. There he is. Ow! That sword really hurts you, fucker. Ow! God, presence is powerful. I intend to continue abusing the shit out of it. Bloodlines 1. Rushed. Activision made them push it out. Yeah, typical story. I mean, as good as this game is now, imagine what could have happened. I mean, hell, even Dark Souls got rushed. And that's like one of the most celebrated games, I don't know, in the last 20 years. At least in the last 10. Oh, I could use a drink. Do I want to get a point in something? Point in... What does sneaking go by? Dex and stealth. Get another point of subterfuge, so I can continue seducing my way. Anyway, if they're still developing Bloodlines 2, if they're keeping their heads down, and if they're just focusing on getting the game finished and getting it to the state that they want to get it to before releasing it, that's really good news. I'm happy to hear that. So, thanks for setting the record straight on that. That makes me a lot more optimistic. So now we should go see Bertram Tongue, or maybe we should see Nox. Let's go see Nox. He was up top side. He's still there. He's still there.
Mayhem, bro.
Yo, girl, you do that thing yet?
I did. You don't have to worry about it anymore. You should get rid of this.
Oh, thank God! Oh, man! Yes! That thing was hounding me like every night. Look, still haven't heard anything from Bertram. Sorry, okay? I'll still let him know, but for now, I have no way to repay you.
Have any idea what that thing was?
Bertram said it's like a vampire, but different, you know? It's like what they have in China instead of vampires. He said lots of them would be coming to California for some reason. I don't know.
Interesting. Don't really like you. I like the girl down here better.
I missed you. Did you miss me?
Terribly. Let me show you how sorry I am.
Not interested.
I might have to snack them both to get up to full. Alright. Definitely don't want to completely drain her. I kind of like this song. I don't even know what the genre you would call that, but I don't know. It pulls me in. Alright, let's go see Birdie. Also, those of you new here, generally I save a lot in anything I play when I remember to do so, but especially in a game like this, because I feel like I never know when this is going to crash, so you will see me saving probably too much, but you know, never be too safe. Mr. Tongue!
Look who finally made it. Thought you'd never find me, did you, sweetheart?
You knew I was looking for you?
I've gotten good at knowing when I'm wanted. Oh, so you're who I'm waiting on. Someone must have faith in you, Cupcake. That, or they want you out of the picture. Interesting choice either way.
You must be Bertram Tongue.
The one and only. But don't bother with the introductions, fledgling. I know who you are.
Every time you've quit because of a... It's 30 minutes since your save. Yeah. Yeah, I hate having to replay stuff, so... trying to avoid putting myself in that position. You know who I am?
News travels down the kindred grapevine like wildfire. And that courtroom spat between LaCroix and Nines Rodriguez is a juicy little morsel. And you in the middle. How interesting.
I mean, this guy looks like if cancer was a person. The way he's all lumpy and deformed. He looks like a tumor. Looks like a human tumor. It's a great look for a Nosferatu. That's great. So you know I survived.
Oh, you did you? Well, I wasn't worried. So why did you need to find me? What did you need?
I need to get to that warehouse for Mercurio. You know Mercurio.
Oh, never mind. The warehouse, though. I've been watching the place. The Sabbat has a bunch of low-life humans working day and night to move stuff through there. There's some major staging going on.
Just humans?
As far as I can tell. The humans seem to know the score from the way they've been talking. I think most of them have aspirations of joining the next graduating class of shovelheads. Ugh, losers.
So you can get me there?
Yes, I can. Just tell me when you're ready, and we'll leave. Once you're there, however, you're on your own. You'll have to get into the place and plant the explosives in the middle office to take the whole structure down.
I was born ready. Let's go. Hurry on your way to the apocalypse can be heard in the background while we're leaving to go to the warehouse. How poignant. Save so we don't have conversation. So this is way different from pretty much the one and only time I seriously played this, because there I played a Malkavian, so that was somewhat of a different approach. I had Obfuscate available to me to abuse. Oh, you're dead. That looks like it. Let's go check that out. Yeah, nobody heard that. Oh, that was an innocent. What a shame.
Yo, what the fuck is going on here tonight? Boxes all in everyone's face and shit.
Didn't you hear? A new shipment came in, some pretty serious hardware.
Yeah, I heard. But what the fuck? We get that kind of shit in here all the time. What's so different about tonight?
I don't know. Marcus is tense as a motherfucker. Maybe he heard something.
Like what?
Like, I don't know, but keep your fucking eyes open. And someone better tell those clowns in the freight house to quit playing cards before Marcus comes out and starts peeling fucking caps. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
They just gonna stand there? I can. A long way around. It's like we're going through.
Hey, motherfucker, man!
You. Give me snacks.
Hey, where you going?
Wait, you pushed me off? Bastard! I'm pushing the button too fast. I think that was me doing some double clicks. Alright, doing well so far. Don't remember the layout of this place. Don't remember where to go. Just gonna be exploring. See someone. This way. Turn the wrong. Oh, you made a mistake, sonny boy.
Freeze, motherfucker!
Juggle you like this is Tekken. King of Iron Fist Tournament. You know, it wouldn't be completely off base for a vampire to show up in Tekken. With all the other samey nonsense they've got going on in that game, a vampire wouldn't be too, you know, too out of character. To that, but it looked cool. Oh, that went so smoothly. That made me feel like a badass. This ladder. I don't remember this too well, but I actually think I've never gone this way. I seem to remember coming in on the ground level here, fighting my way through all that. Drop down here? No? Can I drop? Okay. Supposed to walk along these? I am. Oh. We need like some Pirates of the Caribbean music or something playing over the scene of me sneaking through the rafters. Stuff like that. Drop and no fall damage.
What was that?
Can I pick the lock here? It's a 4. Oh, shit. Shit.
What was that?
And once they come pick up the stash, they promise they make us just like them. You know what that means? That means we never die, we get super strong, we can even fly and shit.
We can even fly?
Why not? Don't they fly in the movies?
Yeah, I guess so.
And like, that punk who dropped your brother? You could hit his whole crew with the bowl and spoon for jack shit. I'd tear their asses up if I was a vampire.
Yeah, it's not so bad.
You'd be stupid not to run with this crew. They said they run whole cities, you understand that? Working with the crew that will
Blah! Wait, is this the central office? Oh my god, I've bypassed so much. Hold on, check out my guns. Alright, damage potential 12. 36! Holy shit! Get out. Get back there.
Look, just shut up and shoot anybody who ain't supposed to be here.
What was that? Hey, stop!
You shotgun me. I get out of here.
Hey, stop, man!
Why wouldn't it attack? God damn it. For some reason it just refused to attack after I got knocked out of the lockpick animation. Killed by some fucking punk. The knife. Back here. Well, we know what to do now. I just don't have a good route for getting back out. At least we have a smooth way in. There we go.
Hey, where you going, man?
You. feel like it's almost a disadvantage to sneak in, because that way I'll have to deal with a lot of guys I didn't remove on the way in. Whereas if I just fight my way in, I'll have a clearer escape. But I'm gonna try this one more time.
Freeze, motherfucker!
Please open door. Thank you.
Come on out, man. Freeze, mother. I know you're here. There you freeze, motherfucker.
Okay. Punch the wall. Fuck you. Fuck you and your aggravated damage. Ow! Okay, you attack faster than me. I don't appreciate that. Nope. I could blood buff to get through that, but I don't feel like I have the time. Okay. Oh! Okay. Oh! Oh, this is a terrible time. I'm dead. What little I can. Presence running. Is there a dude here? I think This is what they call skin of my teeth. Ooh!
The warehouse. Your handiwork, I presume?
What the? Are you a werewolf?
Not experienced much in the creatures of the night, are you? For future reference, you might keep in mind that werewolves aren't in the habit of introducing themselves.
Who are you, and why have you been following me?
I see my reputation, for once, does not precede me. My name is Beckett. I haven't been following you per se. We've just coincidentally been at the same places at the same time, for different reasons. So sorry if I unnerved you. Tell me, have you by chance seen or felt anything strange since your embrace?
I met some kindred on the beach that didn't seem like kindred.
Thin bloods. They're a fascination of mine. They are considered a weaker, more human-like kindred, hence the name, Thin Blood. But they are sired same as any of us. I've heard a large concentration of them live in this city. They're one of the reasons I'm in Los Angeles.
Oh, nice info on the voice actor, Onyx Path. Thanks. Stanley Gimble. Don't remember who that is. Oh, it's also Deckard Cain's voice actor. Now that I do recognize. I saw a ghost at a local hotel.
A ghost? Quite ordinary. I generally pay wraiths no mind. All but a few are willing to give up their secrets.
Other than that, I haven't seen anything extraordinary. I'm not gonna blow the whistle on Jeanette/Therese.
Most of my contacts here report sensing something unusual in the night air, like a sense of dread or pressure. But I'm not a native to these parts, so I can't tell if it's irregular. And since you're still fresh, perhaps you're not attuned to it. Pleasure meeting your acquaintance, but there are rumblings for me to discredit. We shall, I'm certain, meet again. Or never again. Good night, young one. And be careful. You're very likely being hunted by the Sabbat.
Alright, good night, Beckett. Go do your thing. Alright, we made it out. Oh, and it auto-saved. Okay, so I don't need to save, right?
Nice work, Cupcake. I felt that explosion a mile away. It's all over the news, too. Man, there's gonna be some pissed off Sabbat just howling for blood tonight.
Thanks. Do you know someone named Beckett?
Beckett? Well, I know of him. Why?
I heard he was in town.
No kidding. Huh. Must be something major happening if he's in town. Beckett is a historian of sorts. He's unearthed more vampire lore than anyone. Well, that's all Beckett does. Seek the truth behind our condition.
Bertram, I have some questions.
What do you need?
Well, first of all, I met your ghoul, Nox.
I know you did. Sharp kid. Can track like a bloodhound. I watched him work for a while before I approached him. I had no idea how eager he would be to help.
Can I feel like I've been stopping up and doing this with just about every character, but can we just take a moment to appreciate how good this guy's voice acting is as well? And Beckett that we just spoke to? I keep getting floored by how good the voice acting is in this game.
I knew you would. I had him watching you-know-who for me. It was inevitable you'd pass through her joint. I told him to keep an eye out for you, gave him lines to feed you, the whole bit.
Sure didn't seem like he was expecting me.
Come on, fledgling, don't ever think you're ahead of the ball in this game. No matter what action you take, some kindred you never even met already foresaw it and found a way to profit from it.
I helped him kill an Asian vampire.
No, you helped me remove a spy without revealing myself or getting my hands dirty. Pretty good actor, that Knox, huh?
Well played.
Don't take it hard, Cupcake. I won't be the last elder to milk you for a favor.
D. Bradley Baker. Cool. Something else.
Sure.
What do you think of Prince LaCroix?
What am I gonna say? He's the boss now.
Yeah, what about Magilla Gorilla?
He's LaCroix's iron fist. No one knows the sheriff, really, except LaCroix. No one even knows the guy's name. There's lots of rumors about him, though. I heard LaCroix picked him up in Africa over 100 years ago. Obviously, they work well together.
Yeah.
Sure.
Who's this Nines cat?
From what I hear, he's a likable sort, and that's a problem. Nines Rodriguez is the kind of guy you want on your side, and more kindred go anarch every day because of him.
How about the clans?
Clans are just bloodlines, you know. A common root shared and passed on from sire to child.
Tell me about... You know what, I'm gonna ask him about Nosferatu first. That would make sense.
The Nosferatu are damn good at what we do. No one even argues that. If you need to know, if you want it found, you come to us. We're indispensable. Not a bad place to be in the afterlife.
Lucky you.
The Nosferatu stick together, pool resources. We have more going on than anyone could guess at. Our web blankets the night.
Nosferatu part of the camera. I used to play the tabletop game a lot back in the day. I already know most of this, but I just think it's really cool to hear him say the lines, and I'm kind of role-playing my character, so...
I'm loyal to the clan, loyal to my primogen, and therefore loyal to the Camarilla.
Do you like them?
The Nosferatu are the eyes and ears of the Camarilla, so they take care of us. They value our services, or don't want to be on our bad side. Either way, no one bothers us.
Alright.
Sure.
Other clan. About Toreador.
I don't rub elbows with the pretty bloodsuckers much, but I've seen them work people like puppeteers, and that's admirable. Now, if only they'd get off their slimy asses and put their talent to some use besides feeding their egos.
I'm not gonna give him a barb for that. What about the
Sure,
sex?
Cupcake. It's war out there, after all. You should know all you can about the different sides.
What can you tell me about the Camarilla?
The Camarilla works. When you let vampires run wild, you wind up with caitiff frenzying in the streets, thin bloods blowing the Masquerade, and hunters sniffing around. Law and order is the kindred's friend.
Stability benefits the status quo. We all know that. What is this word, caitiff?
Caitiff are just riffraff vampires who don't know anything about vampire society. Don't know their clan. Mutt vampires. What I suspect you were perilously close to becoming if LaCroix hadn't intervened. Yeah?
Can you tell me about the Sabbat?
You ask me, the Sabbat makes no sense. They couldn't care less about the Masquerade, and they seem to care even less about themselves. It's like, hey, let's all spread hell on Earth so we can feel big and bad. Oops, I'm dead. Now how did that happen?
Right, and finally, these anarchs.
The anarchs. Yeah, I respect what they do, strenuous liberty and all that jazz, but they're kidding themselves. Wherever there's an ounce of power to be had, there'll be people dicking each other over. You think the Camarilla invented that?
Ask what he says about Nines Rodriguez. He's probably just going to repeat what he already said.
From what I hear, he's a likable sort, and that's a problem. Nines Rodriguez is the kind of guy you want on your side, and more kindred go anarch every day because of him.
Alright, thanks for all this info, Bertram. You are a real peach. Too bad you look like the inside of someone's asshole. Now where can I get a drink? Also, what am I even supposed to be doing now? Report to Prince LaCroix at the Venture Tower downtown. I know it's kind of misleading because the serial killer, it's Santa Monica Pier. Perhaps I should look into this, but I don't think I can actually do anything until I get further into the game. So I'm gonna go see if I can scam one of these Thin Bloods out of a little money. And I guess it's time to head downtown. Officially done with the Santa Monica beginning. Took us about 5 hours of playtime. Hey Anxious, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Anderson's Army. Those of you that are new here, I also have a Discord. People post a few memes, talk a little bit, nothing big, and I also use it to announce whenever I stream what my plans are. If you're interested in that, it's down below, or you can do !Discord in chat. No pressure though. I think it was this guy.
Do you have any of those items you mentioned?
Sure. How much unicorn blood do you need?
I'll buy as much as you've got.
Bag.
As soon as I have 3 bags, I should have enough to become human again.
Indeed.
Mayhem, bro.
I don't want to sell too much because I can't just go to the blood bank and buy new because he's pissy at me. Oh no, wait, I did convince him to sell me blood, didn't I? Guess I should be fine. Good. Alright, Aurelia, sleep well. See you soon. Yep. It's time to head downtown. I'm gonna speak to Prince LaCroix. I think that's gonna be it for tonight's stream. I used to do really long streams. It used to be that every one of my streams was like 4 or 5 hours long. But I've found that by doing more shorter streams, bite size if you will, no pun intended, I end up in actuality getting more streaming done. Let's go pick up a couple of blood bags. How many do I have? I only have 2. Go pawn shop, sell a few things. Gonna buy a few blood bags, and then we're gonna head downtown. Hey, Trip.
VTM Cam, VTM Tariador, VTM Cam.
Oh, those are some cool, those are some really cool emotes, and thank you for the biddies. I really appreciate it. Those will be put to good use. They are being saved up for a new PC, so I can buy games newer than, or so I can stream games newer than stuff that came out in 2016. Because that's right around my cutoff, 2016, 2017. And most things newer than that, I can't really swing.
Thanks for coming back. What you need?
Do they call you Trip? Are you doing drugs?
No, not really. Sorry.
Thought I'd ask.
Thanks for coming back. What you need?
Let's see.
All right, here's what we got today.
Okay, I need the Shingunto. I'll sell that. Severed arm. Oh, he won't pay me anything for that. Guess I'll keep life just in case I absolutely need. Ooh, you sell shotgun shells. I want to buy them. Pistol rounds, I think those. Sell you this. Sell you this. For some reason he doesn't sell blood bags. Funny that. Alright. Now, is there some quiet alley I can go to? I guess I can go up into my apartment. Game's been out for months, but the beta is still getting updates? That makes no sense. Why would they keep updating the beta if the real game is out? All I wanted to do in the safety of my own home. Even have patch notes. Sounds weird. Tow truck guy still here? No, so no free blood for me. Guess I could go to the asylum. Someone to nick.
It's a mesmerizing liquid, isn't it? The color, the bouquet, the form. When I was a kid, I used to wait for the snap of the rat trap. It would trickle out of the animal's face and ooze just far enough to coagulate around the cheese. A poetic death.
You are a very healthy and well-adjusted young man. Any of these two, right? Seems a good amount to have. Into the club. Find someone who... Whoa! What? It's like he just evaporated. Weird. That was weird. Oh, that was someone from the Sabbat?
I missed you. Did you miss me?
Oh, where did we leave off? Sure she can fill me up. For just enough. Beautiful.
Where to?
Out of here. Bonk. Apropos of the Sabbat.
Let's drain it. Let's take it and leave it out for the sunrise.
We're going to have a lot of fun with this one. Think you could blow up our warehouse and get away with it? Ah, lick.
Think you could wear those sideburns and get away with it?
Let's pull out its eyes and its tongue and its teeth. I want its teeth.
Camarilla fuck. Boys, I think we could all use a little entertainment. Those of you sitting in the first few rows will get wet. Son of a bitch!
Leave.
There's 3 of us, Rodriguez.
Yeah. 3 of us.
What are you gonna do? Shoot us? This ain't over. We'll find you. You too, Rodriguez. You're both dead. Nobody messes with the Sabbat and lives.
Keep moving. Trouble sure seems to like you.
Yeah, that's twice he's saved me now.
Good effort. Execution needs a little work. You look like shit. Name's Nines.
The hell?
Should have been more careful, newbie. This ain't the burbs.
I remember you from the court.
Kid, I got things to deal with. Why don't you pay me a visit at the last round tonight? I don't know what you've heard so far, but it's time you heard the real story.
I'll do that.
This is a mean existence. Stay out of trouble, kid.
I'll try. What a nice man. I'm sure he's not manipulating me. Because why would anybody want to manipulate me? I mean, this is Vampire the Masquerade. Everybody's friendly and all buddy-buddy. No trespassing. Violators will be shot. Survivors will be shot again. I like that. Alright, well, that's LaCroix's building. So here's the dilemma. Do we... like a good girl, go see LaCroix and report in immediately? I thought I had a map here. Okay. Or do we go talk to Nines first? We're here. Your tower. Next round is there. It's up this way. Let's get my... I have a terrible sense of direction. We're gonna go talk to Nines first. Before we get ourselves in any deeper. Oh, also the Tremere House. Need to stop by there as well. We have been invited after all. Last round. This music is giving me a little bit Marilyn Manson vibes and a little bit Rob Zombie vibes. Who's this fine gentleman?
Well, if it ain't the talk of the town, poster child for Camarilla benevolence. What does the prince have his little bitch doing today?
That's funny. Is Nines around?
Nines is expected. Have some manners and don't wear out your weapon. I'm scared. Act up again, and I'll be the one showing your ashes to the door.
Like I said, I'm here to see
So
Nines.
then go on up and see it. You're free to do as you please here.
That's Your Bitch by Jenny Torturers. I see. Jenny Torturer. Oh look, it's Jack. Let's swing by Jack in a little bit. You seem to know just about everything about this game, Onyx Path. Really appreciate you having you here to dump some lore.
You showed up. Good. Here's what I gotta tell you. And so you know, I don't lecture, I don't rap, I'm no bureaucrat. I'm just a guy out of nowhere came to be involved in something 500 times bigger than you and me.
Go on.
You got a right to know the score. The Camarilla, this is the short of it. They operate a lot like a pyramid scheme. There's a bunch of these old-timers at the top with God only knows what plots in mind. They lose their power, they die. They sired more to carry out their plans. And looking for a little power, then those kindred sired for their own schemes, and so on and on and on. It hurts my head just thinking about the mess. And it works out to is this. Only a few people at the top have any real power.
Isn't the prince the leader of the Camarilla?
LaCroix? Shit. LaCroix's just a guy who backstabbed and wheeled and dealed his way into becoming king son of a bitch of all the local Camarilla. Him and any of the traitors that sided with the Cam want power here, they'll get what's due.
So you're not part of the Camarilla?
Them's fighting words, newbie. But you're young and stupid, so I won't make an example out of you. See, the Camarilla claims all of us are members, even if we don't want to be, which is, of course, the biggest load of horseshit a man ever heard.
So what are you all about?
I learned the way of this world during the Depression. Bunch of old rich bastards screwed the country. But did they suffer? No. The little people suffered. You can't trust the people at the top. The world would be a better place without them. All you can do is get a group of people together who aren't assholes. Find a place to put your feet up and make some examples of the quote-unquote elite to keep the rest the hell out. Everyone's an equal here. The same thing this country used to be about. That's what LA has been. An anarch-free state.
So here's the dichotomy of role-playing. Because, of course, I, as a person, agree with Nines here. I think he has a very reasonable approach. I think the Camarilla sucks, but you need someone to keep the Sabbat in check, and properly organized meritocratic anarchs would be the way to do that, even though the name anarchs is needs a little work. However, I am role-playing as a character who isn't me, and she is hearing this little speech of his, and what she is learning from that is, okay, so I need to find a way to become one of the people at the top. Screw over everyone who gets in my way, cut down anyone who's an obstruction, and make sure I end up in power. Got it. Because that is the character I'm playing. So the Camarilla are new to LA?
The Camarilla was kicked out on their ass a long time ago. We, the anarchs, didn't want to play their politics anymore. Now LaCroix and crew pop in like they never left? No goddamn way. Their laws don't apply to us.
Have you tried meeting with the Camarilla?
I got their meeting right here.
Yeah, okay. Not a fan of the prince, huh?
LaCroix represents everything I hate. The Camarilla, stuck-up aristocrats, rich businessmen, crooked politicians. The only place LaCroix belongs is in an urn.
Without them, who would sponsor artists? You? Wrestling shows for everyone. Hey, what's wrong with wrestling shows?
The hell with you then. You go on back to your tower. Say what you want about me, but not one of us in this bar is a no-good, two-faced, backstabbing, would-be tyrant like that son of a bitch LaCroix. He and his Camarilla are on borrowed time. You tell him Nines Rodriguez said so.
I wish I could leave on better terms. Because 3 is what my character thinks. But I feel like she would be manipulative enough to not blurt it out like that. But we're gonna go with that. Thanks for the save before, but I gotta go with the winning team. Goodbye. Now let's go rap with Jack for a while before we head out.
Well, looky who made it back in one piece. Out in Santa Monica, kiddo.
I didn't get to do much sightseeing.
I can't imagine you did. Probably too busy getting pushed around by every vampire with the weakest seniority over you, am I right?
You could say that, yeah.
That's usually the way the story goes. Same old bullshit politics from when you were alive, huh? Don't it make you just want to rip somebody's spine out? What? You saying that's just me?
So I ran into Nines.
Yeah, not a moment too soon, huh? He said you guys let those Sabat go, too. Nines must be getting soft. How could you pass up that kind of fun?
How come he keeps helping me?
Well, he was left sireless, too. I don't know, maybe that's it. Well, he's got a thing for the little guy.
How do you think the Sabat found me?
Someone must have put a word out. Now, here's an interesting little scenario. I'm just gonna run this by you, see what you think. What if the prince got the word out to the Sabat that you were the one to blow up their warehouse?
You really think so?
Hey, it's just a theory, man, but who else is gonna be watching you so closely? Knowing where you're going and all that.
Good point.
That's how the Camarilla works, kiddo, trust me. I've been dealing with these slimy shits for a few centuries now.
Dirty politics.
Politics. The stuff that makes the rich get richer, keeps the powerful in power. Look at why you're out in Santa Monica in the first place. 'Cause Prince LaCroix said so.
Oh, that reminds me. I forgot to say goodbye to Mercurio before I left Santa Monica. Aw. Alright, you got a point, but why me?
'Cause he never thought you'd make it back. If Nines didn't stand up for you in the courtroom, you would have been toast right there, man. Everybody knows that.
How did Nines make a difference?
Public relations, man. Calculated risk. Venture are born in a boardroom. When Nines called him out, LaCroix realized it was time to show a carefully measured dose of Camarilla compassion.
Is LaCroix afraid of Nines?
LaCroix is the boss of the Camarilla in L.A. That's it. LaCroix is a boss. That's rich.
Yeah, he's got that Napoleon thing going on.
The facts are like this. The Camarilla need us to buy into their bullshit for any of their laws to mean dick. Now, telling free-living vampires they need to be ruled is a hard sell. So, the Camarilla baked up a play-nicey plan. Show everyone how great they are, so we'll all just jump on board.
Who is this everyone?
The free-living dead, kiddo. A lot of people like to use the label anarchs. Whatever the hell that means. Anarchs. Those got a nice kick to it, though, huh?
God, I like Jack. he's just so likable. Tell me about the Anarchs.
That's us, so I'm told. What do you want to know?
Who's your leader, Nines?
As much as anyone is. Nines is a stand-up guy. Takes the politics a little too seriously, though. Came up during the Great Depression, so his brain's wired to that shit.
You seem to know a lot about the politics yourself, Jack.
Me? I never had much patience for negotiations. Everyone can live or burn. It's up to them.
What about the rest of Nine's crew?
Yeah, I'm not sure the story on most of them. Nine's crew.
What clan are you?
Bruja. Most everyone here has Bruja blood.
Ask you some more questions?
Moving right along.
Tell me about the Camarilla. Oh, it's John DiMaggio. Joe DiMaggio. I did know that one. That one I did know. I just didn't remember his first name. I thought it was Joe and not John. And I have to say, his voice acting is a big part of why Jack is so goddamn likable.
Oh, my favorite topic.
You just think all Camarilla are bad?
I'm not saying let's go torch the Malkavian living under the abandoned hotel because she happens to be a Camarilla. I'm saying let's change that shit from the top down.
How do I fit into this? Am I part of the problem or what?
Hey man, you do what you gotta do to survive when you're young. But there comes a time when that excuse don't fly no more. When you should know better and want to do something about it.
I just wish the facts were easier to come by.
Being dead is no excuse for walking around with your eyes closed.
Okay.
Moving right along.
Can you tell me about the Sabbat?
Again? Does everything have to be about these dickheads?
I hope not.
The Sabbat are worthless, man. Fake tits on a zombie worthless. Fun to watch, though. Like the Three Stooges with chainsaws.
They're anti-Camarilla.
Yeah, they oppose the Camarilla, but they suck when it comes to execution.
Alright, what's wrong with them?
The Sabbat are in the same business as the Camarilla. Sabbat have a little longer chain, but they're slaves all the same.
Okay.
Moving right along.
Can you tell me about the Anarchs?
That's us, so I'm told.
Right, that's
what you want
so
to
you should
know.
go. How long has the Anarchs been around?
Yeah, I could tell you about the history of the movement, about our struggle. What's any of that shit mean anyway? Do we want to sit through history class here?
What's it all about then?
I'm no scholar, kid, but I've been around. Seen more and done more than most vampires ever will. I don't know that our situation's ever gonna be easy, but some things you gotta decide are worth fighting for.
How can you win, though?
Fight harder than the other son of a bitch. Every time I yank a jawbone from a skull and ram it in an eye socket, I know I'm building a better future.
There's your pull quote right there. Every time I yank a jawbone from a skull, then ram it in an eye socket, I know I'm building a better future. Doesn't it just make you feel all warm and fuzzy? Does Nine share your vision?
You bet, kid.
How come you're... Oh, I already asked him that. Is Nine's in charge here?
As much as anyone is.
Alright, I think we've been through the whole conversation now.
Seriously, though. Came up during the Great Depression, so his brain's wired to that shit.
Alright.
Moving right along.
Time for me to get out of here.
What's on your mind?
Actually, no. What can you tell me about the humans?
What about them?
You think of them?
What do I think of humans? I don't, really. When you were alive, did you think about cows? You know, if one got killed, I bet you didn't cry, but, you know, you're not out there slaughtering them for sport either.
They do get caught in the crossfire.
Ah, man, we got our own problems. Let the kin sink or swim.
Alright. See ya. Ah. See ya, dick nozzle. Such an asshole. Alright, we're heading back, but since it is right on the way, we're gonna stop by the Tremere Chantry. I have 6 XP, I just saw. Maybe... Get that extra point of aspect. Better with firearms. You know what I think I want to do? Not sure what I want to do. I think I put another to stealth because I do know what's coming up. And considering getting another point of dodge, considering firearms, do even more damage with my shotgun, getting a point of investigation. Firearms, go. Chimere Trantry. Save going in there. Don't remember which way I'm supposed to go. Oh. Changed. There's something here. Thaumaturgical creatures. Description of gargoyles. Hope I don't get shafted for having taken that book. Oh. On my way to his office.
Greetings, neonate. Might I assume you received my invitation? I have been looking forward to meeting you for quite some time.
Yes, I got it. I am assuming you are...
Strauss. Maximilian Strauss. I am the regent of this chantry. Welcome.
Thank you. What exactly is a chantry?
A chantry is a local gathering place for those of the Tremere clan. I live here, as do apprentices from time to time.
Cool. And you're a regent. What is that?
A regent is the leader of a chantry, as well as a teacher to young Tremere apprentices who are studying the mysteries of our clan.
I'm new around here. What's the word on the street?
Let me give you some advice, young one. Your survival in kindred society will often depend on your ability to find out yourself what is going on around you. Remember that well.
Nice.
As for what is going on here in downtown, the word on everyone's lips, kindred or kind, seems to be epidemic.
Oh no, it's the coronavirus.
It seems that disease has been spreading at an alarming rate throughout the downtown population. Considering our particular appetites, the local kindred are more than concerned about these developments.
Interesting.
Yes, indeed. My opinion is that the local anarchs are responsible for these outbreaks. Their precipitous indulgence of certain passions often leads to such things. Ergo, their need for the watchful eye of the Camarilla.
What can you tell me about the Camarilla?
The Camarilla. It is merely a kindred sect that exists to protect its members from the outside world. There are specific codes of behavior that we abide by in order to ensure the continuance of our species. It is nothing more and nothing less.
I see. May I ask you a few questions about the Camarilla?
Surely. What else would you like to know?
What do you think of the prince?
LaCroix is a prince, neonate, and a Ventrue on top of that. Even if he weren't as young and indiscriminate as he's already proven himself to be, But I say too much. Let us just say that he and I have differing ideas on the use of power.
It's alright, you can trust me. What is your true opinion of him?
I have overstepped my bounds. I will say no more.
Fine, tell me more of the Camarilla.
Surely. What else would you like to know?
Why aren't the Anarchs in the Camarilla?
The Anarchs feel that they don't need the structure and discipline of the Camarilla. I feel that they pose a threat, both to those loyal to the Camarilla and to themselves. Most are mere children and need our guidance.
Interesting observation.
Surely. What else would you like to know?
Are all vampires part of the Camarilla?
No. There are many independent clans who are not aligned with the Camarilla, and the Sabbat is another sect of various vampire clans whose beliefs are very different than our own. Unsavory sorts, to say the least. I understand you have already run afoul of them.
Yeah, lucky for me, Nines Rodriguez was there to save me.
Ah, yes, the infamous Mr. Rodriguez. I understand you owe him your life twice now. Had he not intervened, the prince would have surely had that hound of his separate your head from your shoulders.
Right.
In any case, it's a shame that Rodriguez cannot see the wisdom of the Camarilla. He would make a powerful ally. As it is, he is a significant thorn in LaCroix's side, which serves my purposes just the same.
Oh, someone's maneuvering. Someone's angling.
LaCroix is a prince, neonate, and a Ventrue on top of that. Even if he weren't as young and indiscriminate as he's already proven himself to be, But I say too much. Let us just say that he and I have differing ideas on the use of power.
Alright. Suppose that's it?
Hello, neonate. How can I be of assistance? Of course.
Maybe I could look into the epidemic. I knew there was something I was forgetting.
An interesting proposition. If you succeed in finding the cause of this epidemic and putting an end to it, I will compensate you appropriately for your efforts.
I'll do it. I'll figure out what you owe me when I return.
Very well. Again, I recommend speaking with the Anarchs. You can find most of them at the local watering hole, reveling in the vices of their former lives. I believe the place is called The Last Round.
I'll check in with you later. See, every faction and power player in the city wants to use me for their own purposes. So the only thing I can do is to get into bed with every one of them, try to navigate this minefield the best I can, take as much advantage I can from each of them along the way. And that said, let's go report into the prince. think those are the same statues that were in Teresa's office.
Snack cake? What are you doing here? I mean, I gotta admit, I'm a little flattered if you're stalking me, but, anyhow, you see where your little security muffins ended up? Night shift lobby sergeant, huh? Hey, stick with me, because I'm going straight to the top, baby.
Mind doing me a favor, Moon Pie, and buzzing me up?
I'd love to buzz you up, but according to Building Security Protocol 916, I'm gonna have to verify you're supposed to be here before I can open the elevator. I hate to be a Louis Law, but I'm new here, and you don't get a second chance like this every day.
I'm here to see LaCroix.
Would that be Sebastian LaCroix of the LaCroix Foundation, or Dwayne LaCroix of Insurrection Baby Formula Company?
Sebastian LaCroix.
Okay then. Mr. LaCroix, he told me to expect someone fitting your description sometime tonight. You go right on up.
Have a good one.
Yeah, you have a good power meeting, or whatever it is you types do up there. You need any security? Well, you just ring the front desk and ask for Officer Chunk. That's me, in case you were wondering.
Thanks, Chunk. I'll remember that. Bye. Again, great voice acting. Cool, you know, the character has a lot of character, a lot of personality. God, this is so good. This is very intimidating, just that big thing standing there. Can I go talk to him? God, how tall is he?
There you are. I was informed of your presence in the building. Since you're here, I'll take the liberty of assuming you've destroyed the warehouse. This is correct, yes?
Yes, that is correct.
Most excellent. I had no doubt you'd prove my decision a prudent one. I trust you encountered no impediments to your progress on account of my personnel.
Nope, none at all.
That is the answer I like to hear. You've done well, circumstances being what they were. I will admit, not many in your position would have overcome such a trial. But don't misunderstand me. It was no fool's errand. You may yet prove to be a genuine asset. It's a bit disturbing, the lack of talent within this organization as of late. Tell me, what would you say to doing a bit of reconnaissance for me?
Alright. Wanna play this smart. He clearly figures himself an authority. Gonna lick a little boot to hopefully have him eating out of our hand. Say, yes, sir.
Excellent. Were you by chance in the military at all? I was an officer myself, actually. In Napoleon's ranks. There have been whispers, rumors spreading around the kindred community concerning the Elizabeth Dane, the cargo ship that was towed into port recently. Have you heard of it?
Yes, go on.
The police are investigating the Dane as we speak.
I heard about that on the TV.
Even the Nosferatu have little information on what's been found. However, the reason the ship has caused such speculation is because it was transporting an object called the Ankaran sarcophagus. Now, I'm not one to predicate a decision based on conjecture, so what I need is fact. And more importantly, I need evidence that the occurrences on the Dane were not supernatural in nature, and in no way relate to this Ankaran sarcophagus.
What do you need to do?
You have 3 objectives. 1. I want you to examine the sarcophagus for anything unusual. You may sense something peculiar about the sarcophagus. In fact, many kindred in the city have reported an uneasiness in the air since the Dane's arrival. Do not, under any circumstances, open the Ankaran sarcophagus. Secondly, the police have begun their investigation. Find out what they have concluded thus far. Thirdly, take the cargo manifest for the ship. I want to find out what else it was carrying.
The last thing we want is police aware of our existence, so be careful what you do in front of them. And unlike the warehouse, you cannot wholesale slaughter a ship full of lawmen without consequences.
This is going to be hard without obfuscate. Sir?
Good. Oh, and it has come to my attention that you had an encounter with Nines Rodriguez earlier. The man so does love to throw that cretinous charm of his brashly about. What exactly did Mr. Rodriguez say?
Here's what he said.
Nothing they haven't crassly delivered untold times within Elysium. You have to understand, most of the Anarchs know no better option, or have been bullied into their cause by the unrulier ones. You can't fault all for the boorishness of a few. Now that that's out of the way, I trust you're prepared to leave for the Dane.
I am, but if I may, I would like to ask some questions first.
I suppose I can spare a few seconds. Which is...
what do we know about this sarcophagus thing?
All I know about the Ankaran sarcophagus is what I've heard on the news. It was found during an archaeological excavation in Turkey, and it appears ancient. There could be nothing but dust inside. However, that does not discount the possibility of it containing some kindred artifact, or even a mummy. All of these evidence of the supernatural, and therefore potentially damaging to us. As for it containing an ancient kindred, the Camarilla does not put stock in the actuality of antediluvians. They're myths. Don't let anyone tell you differently.
And to do what now?
Which is...
Not gonna tell me about that. Alright, well, I'm gonna hear him out about these topics.
In this age of information, videotape, and weapons of mass destruction, the Camarilla is more necessary than it has ever been. The alternative to thorough secrecy these days is extinction. As long as we exist, so shall kindred society. Which is...
He sounds really annoyed that I'm asking him questions. The Sabbat.
Every night you wake up, be thankful you were not sired by one of their kind. Or you would have woken under the ground, forced to claw your way up from the dirt into a brief, bloody, violent existence. Savages. Bloodthirsty, irresponsible heathens.
I would love for someone to make a game like this with as strong characters and story and performances as this game, but you start out as a shovelhead who's just been embraced into the Sabbat. I would love to play through that story. How about people?
Yes.
I'd like to know more about my prince.
It's common knowledge. I was born in Calais, France, over 200 years ago. When I graduated from the Royal Military Academy, I joined Napoleon's army. It was shortly after Waterloo, when I was embraced by a Belgian noble. From that time onward, I counted some of the greatest kindred in Europe as my mentors, and worked towards establishing a Camarilla presence in new territories. In 1930, I came to the Americas and staked power in New York. Soon after, I headed west to claim domain.
What clan are you?
I'm Ventru. But I don't disparage any of the other clans. All are equally important in maintaining the foundations of the Camarilla, and the elders of each serve as my council. Yes?
What about the big guy?
He's my sheriff. When there is a problem that words are wasted on, I send him. The less one sees of him, the better. Yes?
This Jack character.
Jack. The man is a scourge, the physical manifestation of chaos. Whenever he makes an appearance in one city, it is only a matter of time before a calamity...
Oh, so he is not an LA mainstay. kind of like a drifter. And finally, this Beckett.
You've met Beckett? Yes. He did pay me the courtesy of announcing his presence in my city. He's lionized in kindred society, by most. Beckett's the definition of renowned scholar, but he's also a lone wolf, and owes allegiance only to his intellectual pursuits.
Alright, I'm ready to go to the Dane.
Good. I'm counting on an encore exposition of the talent you showed earlier. Go. And remember, under no circumstances are you to open the Ankaran sarcophagus. We'll talk later. Good. There's a boat waiting for you on the beach in Santa Monica.
Okay. So I am to go back to Santa Monica. Oh, nice door opener. Bye, Chunk. Alright, so I can't quite decide if we're gonna go to Santa Monica and go to the Elizabeth Dane immediately, or we're gonna get up to some more shenanigans downtown first. But whatever we do, that is going to be